Hello everybody! You might found sometimes few safes you was curious to open but you didn't know how, because there is no interaction you can do with them. The most often found one was in the trains, and they usually contains near $100 inside. So I will show you in this video any methods you can use in order to open these safes. Back to the topic. In past, you was able to open them without making any noise by throwing objects like hatchets and knives. But this possibility was disabled long time ago. This because you will be able to get free money without any consequences from any train that will break the game, allowing you to get infinite money. Now, to open them, you need to blow up the safe. The most common way to do so is using dynamite. In order to be able to do so, attack it to any surface around the safe and ignite the dynamite. For this you didn't need to be precise. The safe in fact will be opened if it was in the explosion radius. This is the most noisy solution, but enough efficient one. If you need some more dynamites, you have to get to any fence vendor that will sell you another one for $1 each. If you still didn't know where to find a fence vendor that you will need also to sell the jewelry you can collect in the robbery and in the safe as well, check the respective video, linked in the description. Anyway, there are some alternatives way to open the safe. In fact, you need to know them, because the problem with the dynamite is that it takes time to explode and do a huge noise. While if you craft some explosive ammo for your weapons, you will be able to open it with one shot of your revolver or any other weapon for which you crafted explosive ammo. From the beginning of the game you already have the recipes to craft any explosive ammo you want. And to do so, go in the weapon selection menu, then select the button option, where you can choose to do some crafting. In the third category you can find the section dedicated to ammunition crafting. In order to make one explosive bullet, you need some animal fat and a few normal bullets. For the animal fat, you can gather tons of it going near any river and shot down some birds, biggest part of which are ducks. Each of them will give you an animal fat, but be careful, you can carry only 5 of them at the same time. This means that you have to craft the bullets once you get 5 fat and then continue to skin more birds for more. For the ammunition, I personally suggest to do the revolver one, considering that this ammunition is common and can be collected from any enemy. Plus, a revolver is fast to reload and change the type of ammunition that you can do in the weapon selection menu and using the arrows near the ammunition type icon. Once you load the explosive ammo, it's time to find a safe and open it. A small trick: if you shot in the middle, sometimes it won't open the safe at first shot. To make it efficient, as one shot, one safe opened, you have to aim on the left side of it near the opening handle. This is also the less noisy solution and didn't attract immediately the lawman to search who shot it, giving you more time to rob the trains before you have to fight the lawmans. Another alternative is to use the dynamite arrows. It has the same effect of a normal dynamite, but the difference is that it instantly explodes on impact and it won't deal any damage if you stay in the same train wagon. But for this one you need to get the recipes that you can buy from any fence vendor for $78 after you completed the chapter 3, a short walk in a pretty town mine quest. In alternative, if you want it for free and early, you have to get to the Honey's Better house, located between Valentine and Warhorn. To be precise, upside a small lake north from Emerald Ranch, where you will find one of the first UFO Easter eggs if you come inside the house at night. Also, inside the chimney of the house, you will find an aged bread room that, if drank, will permanently boost your stamina statistic by 1/4 of the level. If you want to learn how to get earlier to max stamina level, check the respective video, linked in the description. Next, besides the other normal supplies in the house, beside the blue shelf you will find the third artist, writers and poets cigarette card. While for the recipe you came for is outside, on the one side of the house, inside a chest below one of the 2 broken wagons. That for an extra contains $20 in cash. If you want to find more treasures like this around Valentine, check the respective video linked in the description. Now that you have it in the same crafting menu, you can build the dynamite arrows that will require a normal arrow, a dynamite and a cardinal feather. For the last one, it can be easily collected the same way you get the normal animal fat. So by hunting some birds near a river, you can do as the dynamite arrow or the explosive ammo at the same time. The last method you can use in order to open a safe is by cracking it, but this possibility can be done only in the mine Sodom Back to the Gomorrah mine quest in the chapter 3. That during the Valentine bank robbery will allow you to do a small minigame in order to crack few safes instead of blowing them up. In order to do this minigame properly, you have to move the visual to the left or to the right in order to rotate the locker combination to specific direction. Once you get close to the right number, the visual will start to get close to the safe. In this moment, you have to slow down and move slower the visual in order to not miss the right number. After you guess the right number, you will hear a more louder noise that will allow you to understand that you found the right one. Next, you have to move the visual in the opposite direction in order to find the next number of the combination. After 3 correctly guessed numbers, the safe will be opened and you can collect what it contains. Unfortunately, even after you complete the quest, the minigame to open quietly the safe won't be available to be used on other type of safes. For an extra, there are some random events where you will see some people trying to open a safe. You can find one not far to northwest from Strawberry City, to be precise on a secondary road going toward Mount Shan. You can freely kill the people you will find here because they are criminals and get the content of the safe. My advice is to not use the dynamite here, but use explosive bullets, because otherwise you will kill the horse that is nearby the safe, that if you hurt, you will lose honor for this. Inside the safes like this, that you find also in other locations, usually you can find $40 or more in cash on them.